Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The unauthorized interference in a legal action by a person having no interest in it, as by helping one party with money or otherwise to continue the action, so as to obstruct justice or promote unnecessary litigation or unsettle the peace of the community. Unlike champerty, criminal maintenance does not necessarily involve personal profit. The act of sustaining life by food or providing a means of subsistence. Court-ordered support paid by one spouse to another after they are separated. Activity involved in maintaining something in good working order. Means of maintenance of a family or group. The unauthorized interference in a legal action by a person having no interest in it, as by helping one party with money or otherwise to continue the action, so as to obstruct justice or promote unnecessary litigation or unsettle the peace of the community. Unlike champerty, criminal maintenance does not necessarily involve personal profit. The act of sustaining life by food or providing a means of subsistence. Fishing was their main sustainment. The financial means whereby one lives. The act of sustaining life by food or providing a means of subsistence. They were in want of sustenance. A source of materials to nourish the body. The act of sustaining life by food or providing a means of subsistence. The act of sustaining life by food or providing a means of subsistence. Activity involved in maintaining something in good working order. Court-ordered support paid by one spouse to another after they are separated. Prefer or wish to do something. Do you care to try this dish? The work of providing treatment for or attending to someone or something. No medical care was required. Judiciousness in avoiding harm or danger. He handled the vase with care. Be concerned with. Provide care for. Attention and management implying responsibility for safety. He is in the care of a bodyguard. An anxious feeling. Care had aged him. Activity involved in maintaining something in good working order. He wrote the manual on car care. Be in charge of, act on, or dispose of. A cause for feeling concern. His major care was the illness of his wife. Feel concern or interest. I really care about my work. Activity that transgresses moral or civil law. Activity that transgresses moral or civil law. Behave badly. Manage badly or incompetently. Bad or dishonest management by persons supposed to act on another's behalf. Activity that transgresses moral or civil law. He denied any wrongdoing. Departure from what is ethically acceptable. Activity that transgresses moral or civil law. Financial resources provided to make some project possible. The foundation provided support for the experiment. Argue or speak in defense of. She supported the motion to strike. Put up with something or somebody unpleasant. A military operation, often involving new supplies of men and materiel, to strengthen a military force or aid in the performance of its mission. They called for artillery support. Be the physical support of, carry the weight of. He supported me with one hand while I balanced on the beam. Adopt as a belief. the financial means whereby one lives. He applied to the state for support. A musical part, vocal or instrumental, that supports or provides background for other musical parts. The act of bearing the weight of or strengthening. He leaned against the wall for support. Be a regular customer or client of. Documentary validation. The strongest support for this view is the work of Jones. Establish or strengthen as with new evidence or facts. The evidence supports the defendant. Be behind. Approve of. Support with evidence or authority or make more certain or confirm. Give moral or psychological support, aid, or courage to. She supported him during the illness. Aiding the cause or policy or interests of. The president no longer has the support of his own party. Any device that bears the weight of another thing. There was no place to attach supports for a shelf. Play a subordinate role to another performer. Olivier supported Gielgud beautifully in the second act. Something providing immaterial assistance to a person or cause or interest. The policy found little public support. Supporting structure that holds up or provides a foundation. The statue stood on a marble support. Support materially or financially. He does not support his natural children. The activity of providing for or maintaining by supplying with money or necessities. His support kept the family together. A payment made by one person for the support of another. Restraint that attaches to something or holds something in place. Histology, the preservation and hardening of a tissue sample to retain as nearly as possible the same relations they had in the living body. The act of putting something in working order again. The sterilization of an animal. Something done or paid in expiation of a wrong. The act of putting something in working order again. Compensation, given or received, for an insult or injury. An act for which there is no reparation. Usually plural, compensation exacted from a defeated nation by the victors. Germany was unable to pay the reparations demanded after World War I. The quality of being fixed in place is by some firm attachment. The act of putting something in working order again. A regular patron. A bum who is a Central Park fixture. An object firmly fixed in place, especially in a household. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. She repaired her TV set. Set straight or right. Repair an oversight. The act of putting something in working order again. Give new life or energy to. This treatment repaired my health. Make amends for, pay compensation for. One can never fully repair the suffering and losses of the Jews in the Third Reich. Move, travel, or proceed toward some place. He repaired to his cabin in the woods. A frequently visited place. A formal way of referring to the condition of something. The building was in good repair. A determination of the place where something is. He got a good fix on the target. Informal terms for a difficult situation. He got into a terrible fix. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. Put something somewhere, firmly. Fix your eyes on this spot. Make infertile. Decide upon or fix definitely. Fix the variables. Make ready or suitable or equip in advance for a particular purpose or for some use, event, etc. I was fixing to leave town after I paid the hotel bill. Take vengeance on or get even. That'll fix him good. The act of putting something in working order again. Prepare for eating by applying heat. Fix breakfast for the guests, please. Cause to be firmly attached. She fixed her gaze on the man. Make fixed, stable or stationary. Let's fix the picture to the frame. An exemption granted after influence, e.g., money, is brought to bear. Collusion resulted in tax fixes for gamblers. Influence an event or its outcome by illegal means. Fix a race. Kill, preserve, and harden tissue in order to prepare for microscopic study. Set or place definitely. Let's fix the date for the party. Something craved, especially an intravenous injection of a narcotic drug. She needed a fix of chocolate. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. Sewing that repairs a worn or torn hole, especially in a garment. Her stockings had several mends. The act of putting something in working order again. Heal or recover. My broken leg is mending. The act of putting something in working order again. Garments that must be repaired. The main tower within the walls of a medieval castle or fortress. Maintain by writing regular records. Keep a diary. Conform one's action or practice to. Keep appointments. Continue a certain state, condition, or activity. Maintain in safety from injury, harm, or danger. May God keep you. The financial means whereby one lives. Each child was expected to pay for their keep. Behave as expected during of holidays or rites. Prevent the action or expression of. Keep your cool. Stop someone or something from doing something or being in a certain state. Retain possession of. Can I keep my old stuffed animals? Supply with necessities and support. There's little to earn and many to keep. Stick to correctly or closely. Keep count. Retain rights to. Keep my job for me while I give birth. Fail to spoil or rot. These potatoes keep for a long time. A cell in a jail or prison. Prevent food from rotting. Keep potatoes fresh. Cause to continue in a certain state, position, or activity, e.g., keep clean. The students keep me on my toes. Maintain for use and service. I keep a car in the countryside. Allow to remain in a place or position or maintain a property or feature. The family's fortune waned and they could not keep their household staff. Have as a supply. I always keep batteries in the freezer. hold and prevent from leaving. Look after. Be the keeper of, have charge of. He keeps the shop when I am gone. Raise. She keeps a few chickens in the yard. Store or keep customarily. Where do you keep your gardening tools? Supply with room and board. He is keeping 3 women in the guest cottage. The financial means whereby one lives. He could no longer earn his own livelihood. The experience of being alive, the course of human events and activities. Still in existence. The Wollemi pine found in Australia as a surviving specimen of a conifer thought to have been long extinct and therefore known as a living fossil. The financial means whereby one lives. The condition of living or the state of being alive. Informal, absolute. She is a living doll. People who are still living. Save your pity for the living. Still in active use. A living language. True to life, lifelike. The living image of her mother. Used of minerals or stone, in its natural state and place, not mined or quarried. Carved into the living stone. Pertaining to living persons. Within living memory. The financial means whereby one lives. Keeping a car in good working order. The act of improving by renewing and restoring. A major overhaul of the healthcare system was proposed. Make repairs, renovations, revisions or adjustments to. You should overhaul your car engine. Periodic maintenance on a car or machine. It was time for an overhaul on the tractor. Travel past. Spending money raised by borrowing, used by governments to stimulate their economy. Introducing water into a pump to improve the seal and start the water flowing. Maintenance at a regularly scheduled time. Mate with. Be used by, as of a utility. A means of serving. Tableware consisting of a complete set of articles, silver or dishware, for use at table. Sports. A stroke that puts the ball in play. The act of delivering a writ or summons upon someone. He accepted service of the subpoena. Periodic maintenance on a car or machine. The act of public worship following prescribed rules. The Sunday service. The act of mating by male animals. A force that is a branch of the armed forces. Canadian writer, born in England, who wrote about life in the Yukon Territory, 1874 to 1958. A company or agency that performs a public service, subject to government regulation. An act of help or assistance. He did them a service. Employment in or work for another. He retired after 30 years of service. Law. The acts performed by an English feudal tenant for the benefit of his lord which formed the consideration for the property granted to him. Make fit for use. Service my truck. The performance of duties by a waiter or servant. That restaurant has excellent service. Work done by one person or group that benefits another. Budget separately for goods and services. Periodic maintenance on a car or machine.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.